Hey everyone, it's Henry and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to go ahead and continue the two-part series where you saw last week I featured my first buildable figure as part of the Star Wars theme line, General Grievous. And today I'll be going ahead and featuring the second buildable figure, which today, ladies and gentlemen, will be the one and only, the Scout Trooper and Speeder Bike build. But before we get into the actual build and review, you already know, let's just get right into the intro. Hit it. All right, welcome back to the channel. Okay, so today we are going to do the second buildable figure, which is the Scout Trooper and Speeder Bike, and I'm so excited. This was one especially out of all the buildable figures that I wanted. This was the one that I've been looking for like crazy online for. Again, you can no longer get these in store. I believe these came out in 2015. So if you do want to get them now, you're getting them for resale value, which is usually double the price. But luckily I was able to secure this. Now, this here is set number 75532. This has a total of 452 pieces, and at the time retailed for $69.99, and that is in Canadian dollars. Anyway, without any further ado, let's just get right into the build, and then of course, as always, I'll give my review of what I think this deserves out of 5 stars. Let's go. All right, here we go. So, oh my gosh, you know what? This took me a little bit to build. I thought because it has 452 pieces that it wouldn't take me that long to build, but I was wrong. You know, thinking about General Grievous and the building techniques that I used for that buildable figure compared to this one, the Scout Trooper and Speeder Bike, very similar. A lot of building techniques for sure, but with this one here, I felt there was a lot more. I actually didn't expect this build to take that long. Originally, I was expected to take me just under an hour, but it took me actually 2 hours. Again, the building technique with Technic on this, a lot of very specific parts where pieces go, and it's all in the Speeder Bike. There is Technic mechanisms in the middle with the, of course, spring-loaded shooter that comes out through the front right over here. But because you're building that inside, that's where really the Technic component comes into it. Now, when it came to building the Scout Trooper, it was pretty straightforward. It only took one bag to build. It's all ball joints all throughout to connect the legs, the arms, the head, so it didn't take as much. Again, it really took the majority of the build on the Speeder Bike. But it was an easy build, didn't take too long, probably about 15 minutes overall to build him, so that was pretty straightforward. Now, in terms of the buildable figures, out of all of them, I believe this set is the only set to come with a vehicle, which is why it stands out for me and why I really wanted to have this one. But again, if I compare General Grievous with this Scout Trooper and the Speeder Bike, they definitely are standout pieces altogether. And I'll go ahead and rotate it for you just so you can get a full 360 view of it. The detailing on this is absolutely amazing, so great. Great detail. It stands perfectly on its own. And again, because it has a spring-loaded shooter here in the front, right down here, it does have kind of like a handle that you're able to grab and grip. And right down here, if you do pull that back like a trigger, it actually activates the spring-loaded shooter, which lets you fire out a missile. This does come with 2 missiles, so in case you lose one, you have an extra one there. But I really, really like this. I think they did a great job. I'm hoping that LEGO will come out with some more Star Wars buildable figures with all their new movies that they're coming out with. I think they're gonna continue to develop these kind of characters moving forward, and I can't wait to add more to the collection and to add it to the back display piece here. Now, if there's anything in terms of area opportunity for this, I didn't find anything really. I think the building techniques was the most tedious part of this building, but I think the look, the aesthetic, for the pieces of 452, I think this is bang for your buck. I am very happy with this, and if I were to give this a rating out of 5 stars, I definitely would give this 5 stars all the way, baby. All the way. So good. Yeah, it was a little bit of a hassle to build. Yeah, a lot of building techniques for Technic, but the overall result and end product is just fantastic. So let me know down in the comments down below, do you have this specific set? Do you have any of the other buildable figures? Which one of them is your favorite? I'd love to know down in the comments down below. Alright, so that brings to the end of my video. I hope all of you had just as much fun as I did in building the amazing Scout Trooper and Speeder Bike. But again, if you're new to my channel, thank you so much for stopping by. Your support means everything, so please support the channel by subscribing down below, liking the video, and leaving a comment. I'd appreciate it so much. Thank you. Thanks again for stopping by. I will see all of you next week. Until then, see you later.